Hi everyone, another project. I've just inherited a car, a family car, um, which was an absolutely beautiful car when it was first bought, but it's been running to the ground over the years. Things broke, never got replaced with a genuine part or anything from a wrecker's. Just stick a screw in there and she'll be right, mate. And that's, yeah, now I've got to unpick it all and put all the right parts in it and source all the right parts for the car. So today I picked up a full ED Fairmont interior for the car, and the car is an ED GLi, so basic, everything's just vinyl, no extra bits and pieces. So what I have to do is I have to clean up this interior, and gone and bought a spot cleaner, a steam vac today, which was a really good buy. It was $229 or $230 retail, and Herrads scarf had them on sale for $99. So I'll take you in and I'll show you what we've got. So as you can see here, we've got the back seat here, and the bolsters are actually in the boot of the car. We've got these nice Fairmont seats, but as you can see, there's a little bit of dirt here, a little bit of dirt there. Everything just needs a really good scrub. So I actually started on this before I realised I should have started making a video. So what I also bought today was a brush pack from Super Cheap Auto. Comes with 4 different brushes, and I've seen guys on YouTube using these and they seem to work really well. So yeah, I'm giving it a go. Now I know a lot of guys will go out and buy the really expensive fabric cleaner from one of the auto parts places and pay anywhere between $19 and $30 for it. But this stuff here, this is a stain remover that Aldi's sells, and I use this on absolutely everything. I've used this on my Ford Territory interior before, and it's great stuff. And I think it's only something like $2.99 a bottle. So yeah, you can get this super flashy one, which is the ultra degreaser with enzymes. So yeah, I recommend this, and I'm pretty sure this would take, if you had oil or grease on the fabric, this would probably take it out too. You need to do a couple of applications, but it's good stuff. It's really strong. So anyway, I started on the far side of the seat, and this side will sort of give you a bit of an idea of what it was like. It's not super grotty, it's just never been cleaned. There's no tears or cigarette burns or anything in it. So so I've just given this half a bit of a squirt down with the Dysan, I think they pronounce it. I let that soak in for 5 minutes. Then I got the old scrubber, just gave it a nice scrub. You can pick up 2 different brush types at Bunnings, sorry, not Bunnings, at Super Cheap Auto. You can get the soft brushes and the hard brushes. Get the soft ones. But this already is looking good. So all I've done, as I said, I've sprayed it, waited 5 minutes, gone over it with the brush, and then all I did was get a microfiber cloth, and gave it a bit of a wipe down, and it's looking good already. So I'll keep going, and we'll see how we go. I think I'm only going to get this base done today because I really want to fire up that spot cleaner I bought. I thought, you know, go buy one because I've got some lounge suites and things like that that I'd like to give a bit of a freshen up, so this will come in handy for both the cars and for the house. Day 2 on this ED Fairmont interior. So one thing I forgot to film yesterday, I did tell you about it but I didn't film it, was this is the brush set. So that's, if you're going into super cheap auto, that's what you want to look for. I think it's like $20. I think it's about $19.20 to club members. So yeah, the hard bristle one comes in, I think it's yellow. I think it's different, same format packaging, but where this is red here, I think it's yellow on the hard bristle brushes. So anyway, yesterday I went out and bought like 4 bottles of this, and I can confirm it's about $2.90 a bottle, which is way cheaper than any of the other shampoos that are out on the market. And this stuff, it's good. It's really good. I got the little portable spot vac out today, and it works great. It's really good. So I've been using the method I started out with, by spraying the upholstery and then agitating it with the brush, and then I'll come back and I just wipe it down with some water to make the fabric a little more wetter than just moist. And then I'll go back over this, and all I do to apply that water is I just get a microfiber cloth out of the bucket and just not wring it completely out, just leave it a little bit wet, and just wipe over it like that, and then you'll see it all start to foam up. And then I hit it with this again, leave it for 5 minutes, and then grab the spot cleaner. I don't know if you'll see this through the plastic, but it's definitely ripping out dirty water. So even in places where I thought I had done a pretty good job just with the microfiber cloths, I've gone over most of that stuff again, and it looks really good now. So both the buckets are done. The headrests for these are done. They're inside at the moment. The headrests for the back seat are all done. So the next thing I'm going to start on is the door cards. Now I've noticed that one is the fabric's lifting a little on one door trim, so I've got to be careful not to agitate that area too much with the brush on the drill, because it might lift it again. So that one I think is just going to be more of a little bit of a scrub. These suction heads have got a brush on them, so you can sort of like brush and then draw the water out. So we'll see how we go with that. Okay, this is the passenger side front door trim. I think you can see here it's all stained up, and there's a stain in this section here. It's a bit grotty here where the mirror joystick plastic panel sits, so we've got to try and get all that out. So yeah, it just needs a bit of a general clean, this one. I did do an awesome comparison. Like I'd cleaned half of the seat, and then the other half I hadn't cleaned, and I thought I was filming it, but I'd actually taken a still photo. So I'll try and see if I can merge that into the footage somewhere. Yeah, some of this could be like easily cleaned just by wiping it down. There's not a lot of like heavy grime on it, like no grease. It's just dust and dirt from, I guess, wear and tear. And the guy said that he had it in storage for a while, so there's probably dust and all sorts of stuff on it. So So that's about as much as I'm going to put on that. So all I'm doing here is just hitting the trouble spots. This is the area I don't really want to attack because these are the areas that lift. They're all around the armrest here. I can do that. Okay, I'm just going to keep going with this rather than bore you because I can't do the time-lapse thing. I don't know how to do it. So I'm just going to agitate this and then just leave it for 5 minutes, come back, add a little bit of water to it with the microfiber cloth, and then agitate it again, and then we'll hit it with the spot cleaner. So I just leave the cloth a bit wet, and I'm sure there's a million ways to clean upholstery, but this is the way I do it. I just get it a bit wetter without saturating it. Just go over the whole thing. And then when I hit this now with the brush again, it should all become real soapy and foamy. Just very light in that spot. Okay, that should about do it, I think. Now I'll leave that for another 5 minutes, and then we'll get the spot cleaner onto it. Okay, 5 minutes is gone. I'm going to fire up this spot cleaner and see if I can show you some of the stuff that we get out of it. Actually, I might leave this small-headed one on for this because it's very narrow areas. Alright, here we go. Mind the noise. Okay, got a lot more vacuuming to do on this, but rather than bore you, I think you get the idea. As you can see, it's definitely sucking stuff out, so yeah, I'll keep going and I'll show you the end result. Okay guys, it's all been vacked, and as you can see, that mark come out of there without any issues. The armrest is all nice and clean across here. It's all nice along the top where you would expect to get dirt from your forearm resting on the top of the door. It's all clean around the locks, or I should say the button, not the lock. So yeah, it's fairly good. Pretty happy with the result. Looks like there's dirt here, but it's not. It's still a little bit of the stain remover that's foamed up. So actually, you might be able to see here. If I get the proper light on it, right in the corner here, there's a bubble where it's lifted off the door card. So this is what I'm trying to avoid. The more moisture you put into the door trim, the more it's going to lift. So same here, right on the corner and along the bottom here. It's sort of not glued down anymore. So they're the areas you want to try and avoid to not get the fabric lifting. There's only this material glued down to a vinyl wrapped door trim, just like what would be in the car now. So that's all it is. It's just vinyl, and all they do is stretch the velour over the top and glue it down. Look how grotty that is. And that's my father for you. But anyway guys, I'm going to now put this in a place for it to dry over the next couple of days. We're going to get some nice sunny weather here over the next 10 days. So yeah, I'll keep going with the interior, and I'll go through each bit that I clean. But as for door trims, you don't want to see 4 door trims done, so I'll only just make like brief snippets of it in the remaining bit of the video. So yeah, so this is what I've experienced, and what I've you know, new things I've tried like this, and not this. As I said, I've been using that for years and it works great. But yeah, it's good. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm about to start on the last door trim now. As you can see, this one was just as putrid as the front. No major staining in it, just yeah, just dirt. So a little bit around here on the corners, obviously where people's feet catch as they get out of the car. It was the same on the other back trim. So that's it. Everything is clean. I've just done these bolsters for the back seat. I do apologise about the light. It is starting to get dark now. So they've come up really nice. All nice and clean. And another little thing I've introduced over the last few bits and pieces, bolsters and door cards, is one of these empty stain remover bottles. I've just put some hot to warm water in there, and rather than using the what do you call them, microfiber cloth, there you go, microfiber cloth, I'm squirting it down with a bit of this. It's just easier to apply it. Here's another good example of that, of the fabric lifting. So round here, these would be fairly easy to peel off the door cards and then re-glue them and stick them down, but just at the moment all I want to do is get them clean and get them dry. So if I choose to do something with this later on, I can, because that's a basic upholstery job and I can do that. So yeah, Day 3, guys. Haven't really got a lot left to do now on the interior except shampoo the carpet once the original seats have been removed. But I've started on the mats today, so I just stuck with the my method of cleaning them. But before I vacuumed them, I brought them out the back here and I actually hosed them down because the pile's so thick it's going to trap a lot more dirt. So yeah, what I've done after rinsing them, I'm just sort of hanging them here temporarily, and I'm vacuuming the excess water out. Yeah, and they've come up beautiful. It's a shame about this one because these are original Ford mats, but I'll do something here. I'll fix it up. Okay, this is one of the mats that's been rinsed off with the hose, so I'm going to just suck out the excess water with the vac. It won't be too long, so block your ears. That's it. Now hang it out to dry for a couple of days, and now you've got some flashy, what looks like new mats. I've just discovered on this vac that this here is actually not to release the head from the, I guess it's a wand or connection. There is a release button there, but I thought you had to press both to release it. This is actually a squirter for water to come out. So all that effort I've been putting in with the squeeze bottle and the microfiber cloths was a waste of time. I must have skipped past it in the manual, but yeah, that's awesome. It actually gives you a nice spray of water before you start pulling the head across the fabric, but you've got to start a little bit more forward of it because of the distance between here and the suction head. But that's an awesome little find. I've given the carpet in the boot area a bit of a clean. I had some really big grease stains here and another one over here. I don't know what that came off, but knowing my father. This is a panel that I've just recently acquired to finish off the boot on a GLi, because the GLIs did not have that panel in there, from what I understand. That little recess there was for the premium sound system, so if you had the power amp, it was mounted in that spot there. What they also didn't do is they didn't carpet the wheel arch on that side. This side's concealed by the plastic cover there, but this side never got carpeted, so I've actually got a piece coming for that out of a Fairmont. The guy I bought all the interior off, he's actually obviously stripped the Fairmont out, and he tells me he has that carpet piece to go over the wheel arch, so that'll finish that off nice. At the moment I've got a couple of odd clips there, as you can see, two light grey ones, another light grey one here, because one, this was a black one, but the whole panel was hanging out. It was, for some reason, I think my old man couldn't work out how to get these panels off, and he's just torn them out, which has damaged the plastic clip. So I had these ones out of an ED Falcon that I wrecked, I don't know, maybe 14 years ago. I kept all these, So yeah, they've come in handy, but I will get proper replacements for these. I will get the black ones. I believe they are black or dark grey. Unfortunately here, when these clowns installed this LPG system, rather than just cutting a nice little cross into the carpet that could always be repaired if the LPG come out, they decided to slice the carpet to put the mounting bolts in. So I'm not particularly happy with that. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how my, you can sort of see where they've cut it, but I don't know if they've taken any out of the bottom there. What I might do is, when we fit up the interior, I'll get my bestie to give me a hand. We'll undo these bolts, we'll lay the carpet back down, we'll slit it, and then put the bolts back in and see what it looks like. If it doesn't look any good, I'll just buy some new carpet for the boot, I guess. I think they've actually cut it up the top there under the tank itself, because, let me pull this down and see how it finishes there. Not sure if that's factory or whether that's been hacked out, but it's got a bit of a step here, right here. So I'd say they've cut it with a pair of scissors. This panel here too, ever since my old man owned the car, this panel never ever sat properly on this side. I managed to pick up a new one of these from the wrecking yard a couple of weeks ago, and that's what it was. His other one was stripped out, obviously, because it wasn't, the panel wasn't aligned to the metal like frame behind this with a hole in it to put this plug in and then connect it, turn it to make it connect properly. So now I've got the I've got a new plug or new dial or knob, I guess, and the panel sits in there really nice.